Hey y'all, welcome back. Okay, so we are going to jump into this next video and talk about how to use your oils. Like I said in the last video, we're not going to go through a whole 101 introduction class in this series today, but keep an eye out for that on the hood so that you can catch up if you haven't had a chance to go through each of the oils. But really, we just want to take you through the 3 ways that we can use our oils so that you guys can start using what is in this box, right? You didn't buy this box to sit on your shelf. So let's give you some ways to use the oils, okay? First thing I want to say to you is that you can totally do this. I can remember I can remember I didn't even buy this premium starter kit. I bought a diffuser and like 4 different oils because I didn't understand the value of the premium starter kit and ended up spending so much more money over time to get all of the oils in this kit. And I did that because this felt overwhelming to me. I didn't buy this because I didn't know what to do with 11 oils. I didn't know how to use them. So later on, when I figured out how to use them, I replaced my original set with the new set. So we want to walk you guys through those things today. Hopefully break it down for you in a way that is just a no-brainer. Let you start experimenting because truly that's the best way to figure out what works for you. So the first thing that really empowered me to feel like I knew what I was doing with my oils was when I purchased a reference book. So there's a pocket reference guide that I love to use. You can buy it on discoverlsp.com. That's Life Science Publishing, or you can find it on Amazon. There's so many books out there that you can take advantage of. There are also multiple apps that you can use if you are not a book person. I really love the book because I love the amount of information in the book, but plenty of people prefer the apps. And Life Science Publishing, I think, is supposed to come out with an app later this year. We'll cross our fingers on that one. But in the meantime, I think there's one available through Abundant Health, and the number 4, the letter U.com. So there are multiple apps available out there to you, or books. So if you don't have one of those, get one, because it's going to make your life so much easier and take away so many questions that you might have. All right, so once you have your book in hand, there are 3 different ways that you can use essential oils. So we'll start with the most conservative way, and that is to use oils aromatically. So aromatically is breathing them in with the diffuser, putting a drop on your hand, maybe taking a drop of your lavender, putting it on your hand, or 2 drops. Sometimes you get bonus drops. You can rub them around, breathe them in. It smells fantastic. I always like to rub it in so that we don't waste any of that. You can also, I don't have any on right now because I have a toddler who grabs at all of it, but diffuser necklaces, diffuser bracelets, there are even diffuser earrings that you can add essential oils to so that you can smell them throughout the day. So aromatically is going to be our first way to use essential oils. The second way that you can use essential oils is topically. So exactly what I just showed you topically was I put it on my hands and I rubbed it on the back of my neck. You can make roller bottles, which you have a roller top that came in your kit that I showed you how to put on Stress Away in the last video. But you can also buy individual rollers. My very favorite brand is the Root and Petal. You can find them on Amazon. It is $9.99, I think, for a box of 10. And they just have really colorful little caps. You can add a few drops. I usually do about 30 drops. They're 10 milliliter bottles, so I do about 30 drops total of my essential oil, and then add carrier oil to it. You can blend different oils together if you want, or if you just want to make an oil last a little longer or make it easier to use on the go, then totally, make whatever it is that your family needs. I love to do roller bottles of Thieves in the fall and winter time to put on my kids on the bottoms of their feet, on their spine as they go out the door. I typically put about 30 drops or so of Thieves in a 10 milliliter roller and fill the rest with carrier oil. Thieves does have cinnamon in it, so you're going to want to make sure that it is well diluted, especially for kids. simply because it is a hot oil and they will feel it on their skin and won't be very happy with you. So if at any point you ever put an oil on that causes any reaction, typically the reaction that you're going to see is that you've used a hot or a cool oil and the sensation just feels very warm on your skin. The way to remedy that is to just add additional carrier oil to it. So our carrier oils are going to be fatty oils that you typically find in your kitchen. Olive oil, avocado oil, sweet almond oil, coconut oil. Fractionated coconut oil is going to be a liquid form of coconut oil, because coconut oil is typically thicker, which is great if you're trying to make lotions or something like a sugar scrub or something that's a little thicker. And then Young Living has their carrier oil, which is V6, and that is my very favorite to use. Has a pumper tube, has a refill bottle, so you can just refill everything you have or everything you need at a cheaper cost. I love it because it absorbs into the skin super, super well and doesn't leave stains on clothes, from what I've found. I'm sure if you had a really crazy silk or some very, very fancy fabric, there's probably a chance that it could leave a stain. So I don't want to say never, but compared to something like olive oil that tends to sit on top of your skin or make your skin feel greasy, V6 doesn't give you that same feeling. So it's a combination of 6 vegetable oils. You'll love it. That was like one of my first purchases after buying my essential oils, was getting carrier oil. So that is topical. Great place to put oils topically is the bottoms of your feet. We have a lot of pores on the bottoms of our feet, which actually makes the skin a little more absorbent to get those oils into your body. So when in doubt, if you don't know what to do with an essential oil, putting it on the bottoms of your feet is fantastic. There are charts out there that will show you which part of the bottoms of your feet correlate to different parts of your body, like reflexology charts. So sometimes it's great to follow those sorts of charts and figure out that your big toe is connected to this and your arch is connected to your spine and that sort of thing. That's a way that we like to affect different parts of our body, by utilizing just those reflexology points on the bottom of the feet. And when in doubt, we just slather it all on the entire bottoms of the feet to affect the entire body. Another place that reflexology points come in are on your hands and then on your ears as well. So you can find most of the reference books that you'll look into will have that sort of information there too, and that's a great way to apply your essential oils topically. You can also always put them on location if you're trying to affect a specific area of your body, or if maybe you just really enjoy the scent of an oil. When that is true for me, I'll apply to my neck, or to my chest, to my neck, to my wrists, so that I can continue to smell the oil for the long-term effects. Okay, and then the third way that we can use essential oils is internally. So we're gonna drink our oils, and I'm not gonna sit here and dump a whole bottle of Peppermint Vitality in my mouth. That is one of the cool things about Young Living, though, is that if you're wondering whether or not it can be used internally, we have these vitality labels. So we know that if it's got a white vitality label, that it's labeled for internal use. The contents of the bottles are the very same. So if you had a Peppermint Vitality and a regular peppermint, the contents of these two bottles are the very same. Their labels are just going to read for aromatic and topical use and for internal use. So the way you choose to use them is totally up to you. Do know that the contents of the bottle are the same though. So if you're ever wondering, hey, can I take that peppermint internally? Check for the vitality label and then you'll know. So Peppermint Vitality, or any of our vitality labels, can be used in so many ways internally. I like to use them in my water, especially the citrus oils. I love to use lime and orange. I'll add a couple drops of the vitality oils to my Ningxia Red to change up the flavor of my Ningxia Red. In the spring and summer, I love to use lime vitality in some really delicious cocktails. Sangria, margaritas. You can cook and bake with these as well. So peppermint vitality in brownies, peppermint vitality, if you take just a toothpick and stick it in the top of this and kind of tip it over and back up, you'll get just enough peppermint on there that you can swirl into your coffee or hot chocolate. So there's so many ways to get these really amazing pure oils versus the stuff that comes in the grocery store, the extracts that come in the grocery store. Who knows what's in them? But these pure plants and flavorings into your food. So those are awesome ways to use oils. If you are going to use them in, if you're going to use your citrus oils in water, like if you're flavoring your water or flavoring a beverage, you're going to want to make sure that you're using a glass container. My favorite glass container is a mason jar. It's super easy. If I break one, I don't feel so bad because I spent like $8 on a dozen of them. And then you can always take the lids and screw them on. This size is 1.5 pints, I think. If you're shopping for this size, it has tall asparagus in the jar on the box. But this fits in most standard size cup holders in cars. So this is always my size of choice, specifically for that reason. But you can add a couple drops of lemon vitality from your kit or peppermint vitality to your water for just a change of pace and a pick-me-up. It's really nice to have another option. And then another way that we can use our essential oils internally are in capsules. You can make your very own capsules based on whatever it is that your health needs are. Say you need some immune support and you would like to take your Thieves internally, your Thieves Vitality. I often will put a drop of Thieves Vitality on honey, especially for my kids, and kind of have them take it off a spoon because it counteracts a little bit of the heat that goes on there. But you can also stick a couple drops in a capsule, these little vegetable capsules. Young Living makes these. This is just a sample baggie that I have. But Young Living makes these. You can get them. They're just gelatin vegetable capsules. And they, you can put a couple drops in here, add your carrier oil, throw the little lid back on, stick it in, and bottoms up. This is a great way to take any oils that you may not love the scent of too. Digest Vitality is one that I don't really like the taste of. I don't really like the smell of it, but I really love the way it works. So putting that in a capsule to kind of bypass some of those other senses while your body still benefits from the oil is an awesome option. And if you're not someone who likes to make capsules, the great thing is that Young Living has many supplements that already have the oils in them. So if you haven't had a chance to look at our supplements, Longevity, Inner Defense, those are pre-made capsules that are oils. So go check those out. Those are some of my very favorite oil-based supplements that Young Living makes, pre-makes for you, so you don't have to worry with making them yourself. So that's another option too. I think that is it for our ways to use oils. Hopefully this has given you some good ideas. Definitely run and grab that book, and we will see you here for the very next video.